Now, I'm going to go back to 934 real quick. Because we know I was on my way to becoming a WWE superstar. Or, my bad, WW free. Let's not forget the WWF and E, the WW Universe, the Silver Dome like Hulk Hogan fucked up yesterday right away at his speech. Why do you think he would do that? And he even had Stone Cold a little stuttering a little bit at first, talking about the toughest son of a bitch and shit, because he didn't know how he should talk. Because we're being restricted of our speech, you know what I'm talking about? But it was real. The Rock, the Rock came out, it was good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, much respect to the wrestlers who did this shit, but don't think that I wasn't gonna be one. You know what I'm saying? Even if I didn't start in WWE, I would have started in TNA or some shit. You know what I'm saying? 934 was a big time mistake. It wasn't my fault. You know what I'm saying? Set up by a Mexican named Juan Roland. You know what I'm talking about? His girl Crystal, the driver too. I say I had no choice but to get out of the car and fight. You know what I'm talking about? We were walking down the block at first time, we got picked up by Wansker, went back down by Laramie and Sunnyside, you know, like, I could tell the story truthfully all the way, but I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to save it for a rhyme, you know what I'm talking about, like, how I know that wasn't Crystal's fault too, because fucking her car got him getting bricked, and even Crystal got a split forehead, you know, so she ain't getting no cover, she just got cut right over here, you know what I'm saying? And she doesn't even remember what happened at 934. You know, according to the CPD, the news, and whoever else, FBI agents, the feds, you know what I'm saying, all the faces of this earth, even the heels, there are no eyewitnesses to 934. So basically it never happened. And according to the documents, I'm not even disabled. Doctors beat me up. You know, so I got a broken wrist. I don't got my sling on or nothing, or my wristband or whatever. But I asked them for the broken wrist coming back from River Grove, Illinois. You know, what I'm saying, just taking a ride, and you know, what I'm saying, I should have took a left, but I went straight ahead, and my chain popped off, and boom. You know what I'm saying? It was the only time it popped up. My chain was ripping my pants and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I went through. Man, never wear windbreakers with a bike again with a fucked up chain, but. Point is, man, I went airborne. I busted my shit. You know, talking about. I'm still able to walk and jump off the stairs pretty good. You know, talking about. If you never saw me jump off the porch before, I've done it plenty of times, but you only see it once on YouTube. You know, I'm talking about, and like, I'm the making of a super. I mean, I am a superstar. I'm a mega star. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Wonka star. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I own the Willy Wonka Enterprise. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know how many times I gotta say it. Willy Wonka Enter Star. Willy Wonka Enter Stars. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's big. We talking big time right here with Wonka. You know what I'm talking about? Why do you think Triple H and Stephanie McMahon or Hunter Hearst McMahon and Stephanie Hemsley talk about their businesses and how they earned it and all this other shit so much? And why do you think Shane McMahon doesn't even want to be part of the company no more? Because he knows the secret. I was supposed to be the third born, which I was. I'm the third born, and I was promised to be a superstar when I got older, to be rich and famous, and to be starring in movies like Hercules and doing all these other films that Dwayne The Rock Johnson is doing. Dwayne Johnson, congratulations, you're The Rock, but you are not the Wonk. You know what I'm talking about? This motherfucker right here means business and shit, man. I was screwed all my life, man. I lost all my friends. All my friends from the past don't even want to talk to me, man. I lost all my homies, all the lokes, you know what I'm saying? That shit that I kept alive, LOC, y'all can thank me later, man. You know what I'm saying? One thing I'm not is a motherfucking faggot. And y'all like to blow cock and shit. St. Nicholas, don't make me remind you of how you used to talk when you were young. So you used to talk like the biggest fag of them all. You were the toughest, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not even talking about Boys in the Hood when we first met. I'm talking about early LOC days. And I'm talking about, especially that night when we spent the night at MW's crib playing Resident Evil, when I was playing Resident Evil. I was the only one playing, and I beat it right when dawn struck. When the sun came up, that's when I beat the tyrant. And Resident Evil was beat, game over thanks to Wonk. But don't forget, Nico, you stole the money. You fucking, even that one night, even that one different night, you fucked Derek's bitch, you fucked Jody and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're one of the type of motherfuckers who would always get pussy but never really deserved all of it, at least in my opinion. Because it's because Nico, like, straight up, like, you my boy and shit, but, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't for you, LLC probably would never survived like how it did. Like, we wouldn't have grew up like how we did and shit, but you were one dirty motherfucker though, man. You straight up, I'm not even gonna lie, man. As I went over my time limit, I'm not supposed to go for 5 minutes of video. That's why this is the last one for sure. So we're gonna go 10. We're gonna go double the show. But man, there was times when we were at Eddie's house, the greenhouse on Nagatite, not the greenhouse on my block. You know what I'm saying? When we were at Ed's house, man, we used to basically hide from you. You would ring the bell, like, come on, go to the door. Like, we would just pretend we were there. We wouldn't even say a word. We didn't want to see your ass. I was saying, like, you were the reason why we would always give each other violations. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, good thing we violated Wine off first. I'm saying, we fucking, but I don't know why we didn't give him no face shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, we only gave him body shots completely, man. We beat the fuck out of him. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was hurting. But big ups to him for taking a beating of his life. You know what I'm saying? Body shot wise, like, why didn't we give him no headshots or face shots? Because that's not how LLC rolled. We just abused the body. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you give a motherfucker a headshot, that means you get violations. Like, or like in basketball, we used to throw basketballs at each other. If you hit below the waist or in the head, then you get violations. And it's funny how Nico would never get violations. Nico or Dave would never get violations, but all the rest of the lokes would. And here comes Dante saying he never got violations or he never got the fence treatment. The fence treatment's when you get tossed against the tennis court fence. You know what I'm saying? This the big old fence. I'm saying you just get slammed up against, you just get treated, like, push the fence treatment. I wish motherfuckers would get the fence treatment these days just so I could witness and video that shit. I said, for a motherfucker like Dominance to say he never got the fence treatment, completely lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Dominance was one of those cats that used to get picked out all the time. He was like, hey man, my name's Dante Aguero. I like Toyotas, and my favorite color is orange. And I like to smoke weed because I'm a retard. And I always like about bitches too. But at least I think it's bitches now, because, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying, I guess he earned it, you know what I'm saying, and, I mean, I'm talking shit right now, basically, about LOCs, because, man, we used to do a lot of fucked up shit, man. First time I met Dante, we were chasing him on a bike, and I jacked his 8 balls. Next day, after school, I said, my boy Vinny, New Nation, I said, I was talking about, like, hey, man, I want to give Dante back his 8 balls, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying, I mean, talking about my first fight, you know what I'm saying, besides 8 Dog in first grade or kindergarten. Fucking, like, me and Vinny, you know what I'm saying, my sister Val, you know what I'm saying, basically my adopted family, my adopted brother, you know what I'm saying, got into a fight, and that was a draw when he threw the football at Neil Scala, and, like, whatever, man, it was just crazy, and, like, what it all comes down to is that I live in the most famous hood in America, you know what I'm saying, Chicago is a fucked up city, you know what I'm saying? We got Pilsen, we got Humboldt Park, we got Lincoln Park, we got Wicker Park, we got Bucktown, we got K-Town, we got, man, like, where else, man? Like Logan Square, what the effing Harlem World, where I live right now, off the boundaries of Norridge, Elmwood Park, Harwood States, or, I mean Harwood Heights, you know what I'm talking about, like, I still live in Chicago, though, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It all plays the whole dilemma, you know what I'm saying? Like, growing up on Windsor to Odell, then moving back to Windsor to what I plan on doing in the summer. Yeah, I don't even know, man. I tried a lot, man. I've been doing it a lot because I know I'm on a hidden surveillance reality show. I know you see what I'm doing. If not, I don't know. But what I was trying to say before is that my Wacky Mountain Wake Up show with a 0 had more views than I do now in 6 years total. You know what I'm talking about? Like, it's fucking crazy, man. More views in 6 months than 6 years. You know what I'm talking about? I saw my videos that had at least 50,000 views in less than 2 months. Now I gotta struggle to even get 1 view on a video. So, it's all good, man. Hope you enjoyed the Wacky Mountain Wake Up show. We're gonna get crazier later, y'all. Peace.